America's next pastime is here. Make a Break. The exciting new one-on-one shooting game that requires both skill and strategy and finally answers the question, who's the top gun? Americans have a long history of appreciation and respect for firearms. A third of the United States population owns a firearm, while there are an estimated 300 million guns in the country. As a result of this enthusiasm, shooting sports have been played in the United States for over 100 years. And as the number of permit holders has increased, so has interest in recreation and competition. Clay target shooting has been gaining in popularity over the past decade. In 2009, a survey showed 15% of the U.S. population had participated in target shooting. That's over 50 million people. Target shooting is beginning to appeal across a variety of different demographics as new data shatters any preconceived notions of what an enthusiast looks like. Surveys show 66% of new competitors are younger, falling between ages 18 and 34. Close to 40% of them are young women, and close to half come from urban areas. The data is clear. Interest in recreation and competitive shooting shows no boundaries. Every day, tens of millions of Americans compete against each other in shooting competitions, but through video games, where they merely pretend to fire guns. Many of these people have never experienced the thrill of firing a real gun and the excitement of connecting with moving targets. This is where Make a Break comes in. With its fast-paced action and intense competition, Make a Break brings the excitement of video games and action movies directly into the player's hands, or as a spectator on their television or computer. It's like a three-dimensional video game with real guns and real ammo, where nothing is killed or harmed, and you still get to beat your opponent. Make a Break was specifically designed to attract spectators, whether in a live setting or in the living room. And for the first time in shooting competition, Make a Break creates a spectacle traditionally found in other major sports and live events. Here's how Make a Break works. There are 8 colored and numbered boxes arranged in different positions on a Make a Break playing field, and each box launches a clay target with a point value according to the shooting skill it takes to hit that target. The higher the point value, the greater the skill needed to hit the target. There are 2 red boxes with targets each worth 1 point, a yellow box target worth 2 points, a green box target worth 3 points, an orange box target worth 4 points, a blue box target worth 5 points, a pink box target worth 6 points, and a white box target worth 7 points. Targets can only be scored if they're broken inside the playing field boundaries. Each game has 2 players and consists of 10 pairs of targets for each player. Each player is allowed only 2 shots per turn. A maximum possible score for a player is 65 points. After deciding who plays first, the players take turns at shooting their pairs of targets. In every pair, the players always shoot at one of the red number 1 targets first. And if it's hit and broken, the second target is launched immediately. If a player misses the number 1 target, that player has to shoot at it again to score 1 point. The second target isn't launched, so those points are lost. And of course, if on the second shot the number 1 target is missed again, then the score is 0 for that pair. There are 2 parts to the game. The first part of the game is called the number sequence, comprised of 6 pairs of targets, 6 number 1 targets with a target from each of the 6 numbers in sequence, 2 through 7. The second part is called the Make a Break portion of the game, and is where things get really exciting. This part comprises the 4 remaining pairs of targets. Each player can now choose any number they want in combination with the 4 number 1s. Of course, strategy becomes very important. The goal of the player now in the lead is to choose numbered targets with as high a point value as possible, and that they're confident they can hit to maintain their lead. In order to win, the player with the lower score now has to select targets with higher point values, knowing these targets have greater degrees of difficulty. After 10 pairs of targets, the player with the most points wins the game. Make a Break is the brainchild of accomplished entrepreneur and shooting expert and aficionado, Raymond Forman of Clay Sport International. His game, Make a Break, has already been featured in major publications around the world. Make a Break provides branding opportunities and opens new windows for advertisement. With a licensing agreement, promoters can construct permanent make-or-break gaming centers at their shooting facility, sports complex, theme parks, or set up temporary fields at concerts and sporting events. The Make-A-Break brand is expanding into television programming and will even make appearances in up-and-coming Hollywood feature films. The world of target shooting has never seen a game like this. Make-A-Break, with its exciting, fast-paced action, will not only capitalize on the public's unprecedented interest in shooting, but also in the younger generation's gaming sensibility. Make-A-Break is poised to introduce a whole new generation to the art and sport of shooting. With its unique, highly visual shooting show format, Make-A-Break's mission is to educate and entertain its live audiences and television viewers, with the ultimate goal of attracting them in large numbers to the sport, and in the process to highlight and endorse its advertisers and sponsors. Make-A-Break, America's next pastime.